So today we have the great, exciting privilege of being able to show you our new academy. Nice and easy to get to, www.academy.jobman.com. I'm going to show you an easy way to get there in a moment. And right now we have built a fantastic course structure. It has about 69 lessons in it, and each of those lessons is broken down into some really easy to follow guides. Lots of information and pictures. I mean, we certainly are aware from our experience of 15 plus years of implementation of software in the market that a lot of people are visual learners. So it's good to have things in a really structured format and be able to see what you're trying to achieve. But most importantly, now you can have this up on a separate screen, be operating inside Jobman, and then follow the guide through. And our hope is that will get you the absolutely best start possible. And then if you need to look out for further support from there, you can. So very exciting. I won't hesitate at all here. I want to jump straight in and show you the new LMS so you get a feel for what it looks like, how to find it, and other information relevant to setting up perhaps your account and course. It's very straightforward, very easy. We've made it as user-friendly as possible. So if you come to jobman.com and you go to support, you'll notice now that it's right there up the top in bold, the Academy, to go directly to our LMS. One of the great things about it is absolutely 100% free. And this is important for us. We know a lot of companies sell their training programs as part and parcel with their software platforms, so that people can buy the platform and then buy the LMS and then get up and running in their own time. And it sort of makes sense. But for us, we really want to provide as much education and value as possible to our clients. So it is 100% free to jump on there and sign up. And I've got the Academy open here. So very easy to manage. You can come straight in from that link to the Academy into my account, set up a new username and profile and email. Very easy to do. This is not the same credentials as your Jobman. You can use whatever you like. And the best part about it being free is that the courses themselves are linked to your individual profile. So if you want to run through this process, but you also have very important staff members as part of your organization who'd also like to be able to access this and go in, it's fully accessible by any member of your team. So they can come in, start their own course, sign up, and then follow through the plan as to where they go. So we've kept it nice and easy. It's not overly done. There's not a lot of information in here. We haven't tried to bomb the world. We just wanted to make it very simple for you to be able to come in, dive directly to the Academy, and then go into the courses. At the moment, there's one fantastic course in here, and we certainly are planning on expanding that in the future with more courses. But this is the main one. As you can see, 100% free. There's 69 lessons. Inside each of those lessons, there's a varying amount of actual course styles to follow through, but we've structured them in a way to make it really easy. So you can see here that you can come down and we've broken up each of the courses into their own lesson formats. So general navigation usability. So if you're new to the software, this represents an awesome opportunity to get to understand how to use the software, how to add columns, all that sort of stuff. One of the things that I love that the team has managed to add to this is it's not just typical documentation. We've also put in a lot of tips and tricks, some how-to guides, and things that they've learned from experience in training and managing implementation with clients to really help get you started. So the beauty of this is it means that you don't necessarily, if you're not a new user to the software or you're an existing user and you wish to come in and there's an area of the software you want to learn more about and maybe get some more use out of, and how can you configure and set the software up to really best benefit you, you can go directly to that course. And we've broken them up into the main courses or typical areas that people want to get up and running in the software, from the CRM to the job management through to how to manage the kiosk staff, quoting, which obviously is foundational to best use case of the software, catalog management and inventory, purchase ordering and inventory picking, which is a big one, including that flow, and then down to things like reporting. How can we utilize the reporting then from everything we've built, use the custom filters, save custom reporting, and then some extra new fantastic lessons, which actually we managed to get in just before the launch. We were planning on launching this, and we thought, no, there's some huge development that's happened this year already. So we wanted to get those in and make sure you had access to learn about those. Those, of course, being the expansion on the job alerts and forms and payroll setup and time and attendance. And a very common question we get, which is how best to use our CAD in relation to Jobman. And a lot of clients come to Jobman because we have such a great open opportunity to integrate with many CAD programs and really get you the best foot moving forward there. So the beauty of it is once you've registered and entered your email and password and created your new account, you can simply come in and you can join this course and remember, so you can always just come here directly from the home screen. And then as soon as you go into the documentation and running through the information, it's all structured beautifully. Everything's hyperlinked. So if you need to, dodge error, if you feel like you've covered this enough, you can jump to the next area without necessarily having to do that course. If you want to run this end to end, which is certainly how we recommend each of the course structures are set up, you can come in, follow the documentation through. As you can see, plenty of imaging, plenty of in-account information, so you can really see what's happening and be able to sideline it with what's going on your screen, so you know exactly what you're looking at through the process, structured in a way to make it really easy to follow through and guide. And like I said, some tips and tricks, some FAQs, things that we commonly get as support questions. We thought, let's get all the information in there so that everyone has an opportunity to really get the best out of this software. And the best part, of course, is once you've done that, you can simply mark that course as complete. It will now remember that you've done it and move you into the next area, or you can use the locations down the bottom to be able to previously manage between previous lessons and next lessons if you feel need to run through. Not every one of the course template lessons is that extensive or long. Most of them focus really quickly and easily on how to achieve the one thing you're looking for. So the great thing about this, the way we've structured this, like I said, is you can come into your course, you can see your progress as you're going through. For those of you who are a bit like me and a bit of a completionist and like to really get things done, then that information will keep you up to date. You know where you're up to. And most importantly, if you just have a specific area you want to tackle, you can go into the course and then follow the structure and go there without having to go through the whole lesson academy. Really, really exciting stuff, and this is something we've been wanting to release for a while, and are absolutely pumped at the idea of getting out into the market. I think this will be a game changer for a lot of companies in their ability to really get the most out of the software, not just from the setup point of view, but also the ability to get your staff involved in the learnings of the platform. And sometimes that adoption process is just as important as the setup itself, because the more engaged the staff are in the use of the platform, number one, the more time that's going to buy you back as they're able to take more and more things off your shoulders as a business owner and operate those in your business with the platform. But also, people who are invested in your mission, your goal, in your company's success, whether that, that be simply financially motivated or they actually believe absolutely where you're going as a company, typically like to be engaged in understanding the platform they're using, and they can often create really great ideas around how to then best use the software. Where can we improve our processes, and what more can we do with Jobman? It's incredible. So many of our customers have been with us for many, many years, and they still really, by their own admission, only use 10 to 30% of the software, which is fantastic from a return on investment point of view, to know that you can pick up a platform like this that does so much and only use a small part of it and then still see the absolute value add back into your business is great. But we've built this platform because we want you to have all the tools and have access to all those tools. And the more of the platform you can use, the more benefit we know it'll bring your business. So now you have a really structured way, even if you're only using Jobman as a CRM, for example, and you're just managing your lead flow, your contacts, and your quoting and your invoicing potentially. And you've thought, well, maybe now's the time. 2025 is the year where I want to go in and I want to start taking advantage of the automation into the job scheduling and job management. And then how can I feed that to my capacity and bring that and link that out to my agenda screens for full automation? And suddenly the whole team's on board with the platform that's operating end to end. And then quite often we get queries back to the support and training team around, okay, this is fantastic. The team's using, the kiosk mode. They're out on site. It'd be really awesome if they could have some checklists and forms that they could go in and fill out, so that we've got some accountability around what's happening at the end of our manufacturing process, whether it be dispatch or installation. And we're like, absolutely, go check out forms. You should build a few of those, and they're accessible by the kiosk, and they're linked to the users, and they have records and accounts, and they can take pictures. Little things like that, from a real world perspective, phenomenal returns. And if it's just not something you've got around to looking at or building on the platform, or you haven't had the time, or you weren't even aware, that's one of the big things is it's such a big platform. It's hard to know everything that's happening in the software. So now you can see it in a nice structured layout. And of course, as our platform grows, the LMS will grow with it. We will ensure that the first step is always making sure there's documentation. If we can make videos around it as well, we'll make videos to help for people who enjoy more of a visual learning rather than reading learning experience. I will, of course, always try my best, or if not me, a member of the team, to get in here and make sure all the new features are covered in webinar formatting. And then, of course, we will update the LMS so that there's always a structured format, some reassurance. And I think realistically, for a lot of people that look at engaging with an ERP to come into their business, the number one fear factor that I see for most businesses is time and understanding. They can see the benefit to solution. There's no question there. They know the system is going to run pretty much their entire business. They know it's going to buy back their time. They know it's not money spent. It's an investment down that represents a huge return for them. But the difficulty is then, I guess, engaging the idea that if we don't get this thing up and running, we're not going to see the benefit of it. So now we have absolutely provided so many ways in which you can ensure that no longer needs to be a blocker for your business. And for companies that are happy to resource this themselves internally and utilize their time in a format that makes sense to them. Because let's be honest, everybody's busy. So this is one of the hardest things about an ERP is, whilst it looks phenomenal when you see the demonstrations and you might watch the videos and everything looks great, truth of the matter is it's going to take some investment and time to get it up and running. Jobman makes it as easy as humanly possible, wherever we can make your life easy, such as CSV importing into your catalog so you can quickly fill up your supplier information. And now you've got a platform that can be used for quoting, catalog management, inventory, purchase ordering, stock control, reporting, pick listing, very easily from that one functionality. It's not a difficult thing. It still takes a bit of time, and it's worthwhile having some understanding there. So now with the LMS, we really confidently feel that the Jobman Academy sits into that ecosystem of free education that we provide to our clients and can now absolutely help you get up and running.